Hey there, Internet friends. Trevor Starkey here with a late episode of TV Thursday. This is actually going back a couple weeks because I watched this back before I went off to PAX. But I'm talking about Series of Unfortunate Events Season 2 on Netflix. It came out a couple weeks ago. Continues kind of the story of the Baudelaires with Neil Patrick Harris playing Count Olaf and Patrick Warburton as Lemony Snicket. This season introduces the inspired casting choice of Nathan Fillion as Lemony Snicket's brother, Jacques Snicket. So that was a ton of fun, and there's at least one great scene in there between Nathan Fillion and Neil Patrick Harris that just made me really, really want Dr. Horrible 2, because that is one of my favorite little mini musicals. Basically, it's like a 40-minute musical. Came out of the writer's strike from Joss Whedon, and so the two characters kind of butting heads again, or two actors butting heads again, was a ton of fun. Kind of a nice little callback to that, I think. The show itself continues kind of the trend of season 1 in that it does a great job balancing Count Olaf and his insanity, the stupid adults that are always surrounding the Baudelaire children, and the Baudelaire children always able to, despite their circumstances, have hope and kind of persevere through their issues. So a lot of great stuff there. The bigger, broader world of kind of how all of the adults from season 1 in particular are connected, as well as a few of the adults in this season, like Jacques and Lemony Snicket, all connected through VFD, the Volunteer Fire Department. That kind of mystery starts to unravel. The Baudelaires are also kind of partnered up for some of this season with another pair of orphans, the Quagmires, who were the children of Will Arnett and Kobe Smulders characters from the first season, who it was kind of like teased all season that those characters were the parents of the Baudelaires, who might have survived the fire or something. And here in this season we get more teases that maybe somebody did survive the fire, and what's going on there. Also in this season you have Neil Patrick Count Olaf paired up with a new kind of like love interest in Esme something. I forget what her the character's name is, but she's kind of super. She always has to know what's in and what's out, and she's an over-actor. She trained under Count Olaf, so the two of them are a perfect, horrible pair of people. I would say this season's like guests, kind of by the episodes, doesn't have quite the star power that you had in that first season, but you do have cameos from all those people from the first season, as well as you do have a couple kind of nice, meaty kind of character actors coming in. Tony Hale comes in for a couple episodes. Ithmar Enriquez, who like nobody knows, I'm sure, but it's always fun seeing him kind of pop up in things because he kind of went to this. He went to ASU, and he was part of the same kind of sketch comedy troupe and improv troupe that I kind of worked with a little bit in my time at ASU. He was before me, but then he went on to like Second City and stuff. He plays in The Vile Village. He is the guy who always faints. I forget his name, but like I saw him pop up. I was like, hey, it's Ithamar! Yay! Congrats to him. So good for him for getting some work out there and whatnot. Nice little Far Side alumni from ASU's comedy troupe. But yeah, this season gives us 4 kind of stories out of the series of unfortunate events, whereas the first season only gave us 3. And I think I'm trying to remember how many there are. I think there's 11 total, maybe. I don't remember. So there might be another like 4 next season. But basically, like, this is a finite story. Lots of fun here. Lots of good tongue-in-cheek kind of reminding you that, hey, this is a Netflix show, so we're going to kind of make Netflixy jokes, very meta jokes and stuff like that. Patrick Warburton's still killing it as Lemony Snicket. Neil Patrick Harris still great as Count Olaf. The kids all still great. I appreciate that they kind of throw a joke in there at the beginning about the baby. They've sat so long on this bench that the baby is now a toddler to accommodate the fact that the baby grew up a little bit. Lots of fun in this season. Good kind of performances. Good design. I love the designs that they put into this show, and the Vile Village has a very distinct feel. The Hostel Hospital has a very distinct feel. Lots of great work by the design team here, both in costumes as well as just scenically. Lots of, everything looks depressing, as is befitting of Lemony Snicket's tale of the poor Baudelaire children. So, those are my thoughts on Season 2 of Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. Let me know if you've watched it on Netflix. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. As always, I've been your host, Trevor Starkey from TrevorTrove.com. You can follow me at SnarkyStarkey on Twitter. And until next time, from here at the Trove, treasure your friends.